If you're researching the law in multiple states and looking to quickly find and compare statutes or regulations on a particular topic, you may want to try using a 50-state survey. 50-state surveys compile statutes and regulations from the states, providing statutory or regulatory citations and summaries of the law. Here's one from Heinonline comparing Freedom of Information Acts from each state. You have a citation of the relevant code section, followed by a summary of the law, here broken down into who may request documents, exemptions, remedies, etc. And all 50 states are represented here, so this is a great shortcut if you want to quickly find and compare the law in multiple states. The remainder of this video will demonstrate where to find 50-state surveys. We recommend exploring them all because their coverage of different legal topics varies. First up is Heinonline. From the library homepage under Databases, click Heinonline. You'll need to log into the University VPN if you're off campus. Under the list of databases by name, select National Survey of State Laws. You can now search for state laws using key terms or browse them by category or by a specific topic. For example, here's the Freedom of Information Act survey we just looked at. You should know that these statutes might not always be the most up-to-date, so be sure to check for currency by pulling up the statute in Westlaw or Lexus. More information on updating statutes in the description. Next up is Westlaw. On the home page, select Secondary Sources, then find the link to 50-state surveys. You'll be taken to a page with two resources, regulatory surveys and statutory surveys. If you're not sure which category the law you're looking for falls into, you can search both of them with your topic in the search box up here. Or you can dive straight in. Let's select statutory surveys. You'll find a few broad topics here, but if you click through one of these, let's say employment law, you'll be taken to a more specific list of subtopics. Let's look at the survey for laws about unlawful discrimination by private employers. On Westlaw, you'll see a descriptive summary of the law preceding the survey, followed by a familiar breakdown, generally with more detail than Heinonline. Next is Lexus, which contains a detailed level of coverage similar to Westlaw. On Lexus's homepage, under Explore Content, select Secondary Materials. Then, under Content Type, select 50-state surveys. Lexus divides its surveys into tax charts and everything else, so let's just dive into everything else. You can now search for surveys on your topic, or you can browse by subject, for example, contracts law, then types of contract, then covenants not to compete. Like Westlaw, you'll see a summary of the law followed by a chart breaking down the law into relevant statutes and regulations in all 50 states. Finally, we have Bloomberg Law, which is especially useful for researching transactional topics. On the Bloomberg homepage, click the Browse button in the top left corner, and a sidebar will pop up. Go to Practitioner Tools, then Chart Builder. Here you'll see a few different categories. You'll find less breadth than the other resources we looked at, but more specificity on the particular topics Bloomberg Law specializes in. Let's look at child support laws. Unlike the other resources, you'll have to build your own survey based on your areas of focus. So let's just select all states and all subtopics involving child support laws. Select Create and you'll be taken to a 50-state survey chart. You'll generally find more detailed breakdowns of relevant topics here, but you'll have to scroll down to the Reference Citations row to find specific statutory citations. We recommend exploring all 4 of these resources state surveys to get a better sense of their advantages and disadvantages. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us at lawref@colorado.edu.